talk about building, we use tools, and the same goes for building our brands. These wellness tools will help elevate your emotional intelligence and help to lead you in a more positive, successful direction in life and in business. Some of these tools you will find helpful today, and some you will grow into. This week's tool is maturity, and why it is important to truly evaluate your levels both in life and in business once I've demonstrated to you that this is an essential tool for your brand. Our attention shapes our perception, so developing the maturity to focus our attention away from the things we find disturbing and overwhelming allows us to see only the things that bring us calm and rewards. Our perception shapes our experience of reality. Without maturity, we assume we are experiencing the world as it really is, and we know the whole truth of the situation. With maturity, we understand that our habits of attention shape perceptions, and we can shape our experience of reality as well. Our experience of reality then shapes our beliefs. And since our beliefs are based on our experience, whatever shapes our experiences shapes our beliefs. With maturity, we can construct a whole system of beliefs about the world, creating a core of beliefs based in love, respect, generosity, belonging, kindness, and so on. Caring about people, about things, about life is an act of maturity. And that is a quote by Tracy McMillan, whose screenwriting credits include Mad Men, Necessary Roughness, Chase, Life on Mars, and United States of Terra. Owner and co-founder of North High Brewing, today's guest, earned his MBA in marketing from the Ohio State University Fisher College of Business and has applied his knowledge and love for the craft of beer to take a fledgling microbrewery into a retail entity and event space to be reckoned with on a national scale. Gavin Meyers is leading this charge and is scoring big. Mr. Meyers recently inked a multi-year contract with the NHL team Blue Jackets for branding rights to a club-level bar and a portable concession cart on the main concourse of Nationwide Arena, as well as exclusive rights to produce their Movember fundraising brew, the North High Stick. When Mr. Meyers isn't creating partnerships with businesses, you can find him with his life partner, Sarah Meyers, painting the town and spending quality time with their two sons. Welcome, Mr. Meyers.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to start out with one of the last things that I mentioned about you in your bio, and it's about your wife and partner, Sarah Meyers. And I know that we all, put out our highlight reels on social media, but, I can't help to get that feeling that, there is a deep and mature relationship and connection there. How does one achieve that kind of relationship maturity, do you think?
Well, I'd say balance is key. Balance in level of maturity. I think anybody that knows my wife and I knows that she's a little bit more the mature one usually in the relationship, even though she's 8 years younger than I am. So I think that was part of the key, was to find somebody who was on the same level. I had no idea when I would end up getting married, and when we did, we met, I was 28 and she was 20. And I think that she really kind of met me where I was, and we've really grown together, and 7 to 8 years later was when I probably felt mature enough that I could handle kids as
Okay, so North High Brewing is described on its website in the many articles that you're mentioned in your various partnerships that in 2011, North High Brewing was born as Columbus's first and only brew on-premises establishment and has gone from being one of the smallest breweries in Columbus to being one of the largest. So there was also an article a couple months ago, and it was citing this growth and that your sales were up 25% last year, and it was with your partner, Tim Ward, who you actually met in business school. And the article says, and this was a quote from him, we realized we needed to focus more on wholesale and change our business model. So how did you both gain so much business maturity in such a short time? And what can you say to those listening who have neophyte businesses as to how they can achieve the maturity necessary to support their growth?
I'd say that our maturity was really delivered sort of through some hard knocks. When we started the business, what you just said, the emphasis was on the experience. We wanted to allow people to come in and brew their own beer. I believe you did.
Yes, I did.
6 years ago.
I did.
And we thought that was really going to be the growth driver for the business. It was certainly what made us unique in what, at the time, 6.5 years ago, it seemed like it was becoming a crowded landscape of breweries, because Four String had just opened before us. Seventh Son was getting ready to open. Land grant was in plans, and here we were. There were single-digit number of breweries, and we're kind of trying to race to the starting line. And, well, here's our differentiator. It's going to be that our customers can come in and have the hands-on experience of brewing beer. I'm a fanatic for experiences, and I thought, okay, this we're really going to tap into this unmet demand here in Central Ohio. And then as soon as we opened, what we really found was that the local restaurants and bars had a really unmet demand for locally made, high-quality, small batch beers. So we started wholesaling and very quickly ran out of space because the demand was that high.
Wow.
And that was when we decided to really shift towards the production side, and we downsized the brew on premise where the customers brew, which is still a fun, profitable thing that we do. But we've limited the growth of that in favor of the growth of what we're really focusing on, which is wholesale and also events. So we're doing a lot more events in that the brew space. It's a lot more friendly for corporate fundraising and team building and bachelor parties and things like that our customers like to use that space for. But really it took paying attention to the market, listening to our customers being the wholesale customers, being Kroger, being various different customers, telling us that we weren't necessarily who we thought we were going to be, and to shift the resources. And I think that there was a little bit of resistance to that in the beginning, certainly on my part.
Sure.
I think we shifted gears, and it took some humility.
Sure.
And with humility comes maturity.
Yes, right.
To really venture down a new path. But
that is one of the markers of maturity, is humility, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I don't doubt it. I've been humbled many times in my life, and another key to a successful marriage is to humble yourself to your wife. And with that comes success. But we thought it was crowded back then. We were the 7th, and now there's 52 breweries in Central Ohio.
Right.
That's just in 6.5 years.